Good afternoon, everyone. So we are under discussion about accessing the cloud. What type of cloud applications and interfaces which are available to us. We had discussed about the various frameworks which are available under cloud, and then we have discussed about the web hosting services which we have. Then we discussed about what is an API and how API works, what type of APIs are provided by the various organizations to develop the cloud applications, or how to integrate our applications using these APIs. Then the main concept which we will discuss now is about web browsers today, so that we can conclude this topic. So you know that mainly when you want to access an web application in general, you will go for the browser. So the browser where you are going to access the applications. So most likely the users will be utilizing the web browsers, uh, mm, which would actually use to see whatever the cloud means, to access the cloud applications or whatever the cloud displays the results. So we have different kinds of browsers. Each kind of browser is having its mm, uh, own type of advantages, as well as own type of features which they are in general providing. So in the last class, I told you about the analysis. In the last video, in the concluding part, I just discussed about the various browsers which we generally have. Okay, and what is this market share at present? So this is long back 2008 analysis, which is given under the 2008 December 2008 analysis, where most of the market share is occupied by the Internet Explorer, then by the Mozilla Firefox, then the Safari and the Google Chrome. And here, one interesting thing, you just observe that less than 1% of market share, about 0.98% of market share, is actually utilized by the Google Chrome in 2008. But now, if you go and if you observe the market share of Google Chrome at present, so if you go for the market share of web browsers currently, so you will be very amazed that, see here, the 69.28% of market share is occupied by Google Chrome, then by the Edge, which is having 7.75%, which is actually mm, the again coming with Windows, Microsoft Windows operating system, then with the Firefox, then with the rest of the um, browsers which we have. Okay, so that's what the drastic change that has occurred in the features. So first, if you talk about the Internet Explorer now, okay, so if you talk about the Internet Explorer, so various types of browsers have been discussed here in our syllabus. So first, if you talk about the Internet Explorer, so Explorer for 8 for Windows Vista, XP, and Windows 7 is the latest version of popular web browser. So here the Internet Explorer 8 features have been discussed, which is mainly used for Windows Vista, XP, and Windows 7. But now most of us are using the Windows 10. So let us have our discussion uh, about the latest things. Let's know about the latest development of this Internet Explorer. Okay, so if I talk about the Internet Explorer now, so let us see here the Wikipedia. If you go, so it is actually the Internet, Microsoft Internet Explorer. Okay, the series of graphical web browsers developed by Microsoft and is included in the Microsoft Windows line operating starting in 1995. So today we are having different versions of uh, mm, Internet Explorer, which are available in the market. Okay, so currently you can see that it has many releases. In the latest 25 years ago, it has started in 1995, and today Internet Explorer 11 is running on Microsoft Microsoft Windows 10. So here in our book, it is given the discussion about the Windows Explorer 8. But today, so if we discuss here, if we see here that we are using Windows Explorer 11. Okay, Windows Explorer 11. So let us have some of the features which are belonging to Windows Explorer 11. Let us see. So it is the 11th and final version of Windows Explorer web browser by Microsoft. It was officially released in 2013. So it was previous release was Windows 2013. Now because the Windows is coming with Microsoft Edge actually. Okay. So what are the added features which are having under this is to go for the features, the latest features which are added. Okay, here you can observe that the latest version is 11. The release date is June 26, 2008, and for Windows 7 and Windows Server. Okay, so the new features are WebGL, CSS, cascading styles with border images, improved JavaScript performance, the major update to the Internet Explorer developer tools, and also the hardware accelerated JPG dock. Means all these are the features which are actually coming with Internet Explorer. And Windows 8.1 only the crypto web crypto features are also available on this. Okay. And for our discussion, the latest discussion, let us talk about Microsoft Edge also here. Okay, it would be very interesting to discuss about the Edge. See here, it is the latest browser, the cross-platform web browser developed by the Microsoft. It was released for Windows 10 and Xbox One in 2015. Then for the Android and iOS in 2007, and for Mac OS in 2019, and as a preview for Linux in October 2020 also. So it's initially built for Microsoft own proprietary browser engine and their Chakra JavaScript engine as a version now referred as Microsoft Edge Legacy. Okay, so some of the features, its performance is there. You can easily browse and you can know. Okay, so but as per the syllabus, if we discuss that Internet Explorer has designed in three rendering modes. Means long as if you go for the Microsoft Microsoft Internet Explorer 8. So the rendering is converting the digital description of something into images that can be displayed on screen. So some digital is what is rendering mode in the sense it is coming in the rendering mode in the sense here converting any digital content into images so that it can be displayed on the screen. So Internet Explorer 8 has been coming in the three rendering modes. One that reflects the Microsoft implementation of current web standards, and second reflecting the Microsoft's implementation of web standards at the time of release of Internet Explorer 7, and third based on rendering methods dating back on the earlier. Means the earlier versions are also been supported by this. Some of the features are given, and next we have the the Mozilla Firefox. In 2008, Mozilla Firefox was released. Okay, Firefox was version 3 was a major update to its popular free open source web browser. It's an open source web browser which is released in um, 2008. Firefox 3 is the culmination of 3 years of effort from thousands of developers at the time, and the security experts, localization support, communities, and testers there. So it is available in about 50 languages at that time. Firefox 3 is 2 to 3 times faster than its predecessors and have more than 15,000 improvements, including a revolutionary smart location bar, malware protection, built-in, okay, and extensive under-the-hood work to improve the speed and performance of the browsers. Okay, then the user experience to Firefox 3 includes the new features of Firefox 3 Smart Location Bar, affectionately known as Awesome Bar. It learns as people use it and adapting the user preferences and offering better filtering matches over time. So, means like Google, say in Google, it will learn our browsing experiences. It will learn our preferences, and as per our requirement, it is going to show the matches. The Firefox 3 library archives also archives browsing history, bookmarks. Okay, uh, history, bookmarks, marking, and tagging, making it easy to remember, search, and organize the websites. And the new full page zoom display any part of the web page up close. Okay, readable in seconds. See the new full page zoom display. Okay, and displays any part of the web page up close and readable in seconds. Okay, that is about the Firefox. But let us just cross check the latest version of the Firefox. So if I talk about the latest version of the Firefox, right? So latest version is C. So it is available in 97 languages. So it is available in 97 languages. Sorry, 97 languages it was available, and the latest version of Firefox uh, is say it was gradually Firefox 88 is the latest version. This is something very interesting that in our book it was discussed about the Firefox version 3, okay, which was released long back, but now we are under the Firefox 80. The latest version is about 88. Okay, 88 0.1, latest version of the Firefox. Okay, so further releases are also been planned regarding Firefox, and it has a security. Firefox raises a bar for security. The new malware and phishing protection helps to protect from viruses, and also it is built on the top of Jeco 1.9 platform, resulting in a safer, easier to use, and more personal product. Okay, and uses less memory while it is running than previous releases. That is one of the features. So using the less memories here. Next, you have the Apple Safari, the one of the world's fastest browser for Mac and Windows PCs, loading web pages in about 1.9 times faster than Internet Explorer 7 and 1.7 times faster than Firefox 2. So it also runs the JavaScript to 6 times faster than the older other browsers, and it is the first browser to support the latest native web standards needed to deliver the next generation highly interactive Web 2.0 experiences. Okay, so its features are intuitive browsing experience with drag and drop bookmarks. You have a drag and drop bookmarks, easy to organize tabs, an integrated find capability that shows the number of matches in the web page, and built-in RSS reader to quickly scan the latest news and information. And Safari 3.1 is the first browser to support the new video audio tags in HTML and is the first to support CSS animations also. Okay. And some of the requirements are given. So the latest requirement, obviously, they are going to change as per the current scenario. Next, if you talk about the okay, let us also browse about the Apple Safari, uh, and if you talk about Apple, the latest version of Apple Safari Windows was 5.17 released in May 2012. Okay, and it is not providing anything for downloading. So long back 2012, it has provided the latest version. Okay, so um, there are much more up-to-date browsers in those, including means there are more up-to-date means this Internet Explorer, Chrome, and Firefox and Opera are the much more updated browsers which are available for us. No, okay. And finally, if I talk about the Chrome is Google's foray into the open source browsers market. So, in early days of internet, web pages were frequently little more than text. But today, web has evolved into a powerful platform that enable users to collaborate with their friends and colleagues through emails and other web applications, edit documents. Okay, so earlier just only the web pages with the text are being supposed displayed, but now we are just collaborating with our colleagues, the friends. We are sharing the documents. We are working on the documents at the same time. We are watching the videos, listening to the music, managing the finances, etc. So Google Chrome was built for today's web and for the applications of tomorrow. So completely means this statement is given for long back, but now you are already enjoying the fruits of Google Chrome. So it can has the features of combined search and address bar, quickly takes the users where they can want to go. When the users open a new tab in the Google Chrome, they will see a page that includes snapshots of their most visited sites, recent searches, and bookmarks, making it easier to navigate. And it has a browsers that tab operates as a separate process by isolating the tabs. If one tab crashes or misbehaves, other remain stable and responsive, and the users can continue working without having to restart to Google Chrome. Means if one of the tab crashes or misbehaves, the other remains stable. Only that tab is removed, and other tabs continues to work. And you can create the bookmarks, and you can use them for browsing. So it also built on a new JavaScript engine V8, which is not only speeds up today's web applications but also enables the whole new class of web applications that could exist on the today's browsers. While we see that the fundamental shift is in the way people think about the browsers. Okay, so it is said that while we see this as a fundamental shift in the way people think about the browsers, we realize that we couldn't have created Google Chrome on our own. So it is said by some Linus Open, director of engineering. So it is built on other open source projects that make significant contribution to the web browser technology. Okay, next it has a lot of was around means we will just browse about the Google Chrome, the latest information about the Google Chrome, and we'll continue. Um, so again, it is said that it is a cross-platform web browser developed by Google. So first release so in 2008 for Windows, the free software components from Apple WebKit and Mozilla Firefox. So so it was later ported to Linux, also Mac OS, iOS, and Android, where it is a default browser built into the OS. So it's one of the default browsers. Then most of the Chrome's source code comes from Google's free and open source software project Chromium, but Chrome is licensed as a proprietary freeware Okay, WebKit was originally rendering engine, but Google eventually forked it to create a Blink engine. Okay, so some of the features are given about this. So the features we have is about bookmarking and setting synchronization. Google allows users to synchronize their bookmarks, histories, settings across all the devices within the installed with the browser installed by sending and receiving the data through the chosen Google account, which in turn updates the signed instances. So see, we generally create the bookmark so that can be synchronized around various devices, and this can be authenticated either to the Google credentials or the synchronized and uh, passphrase. So it has a web standards. The first release of Google Chrome passed both ACID 1 and ACID 2. So there are some ACID 1 and ACID 2 tests out there that has been passed. Okay, beginning with the version 4, Google has passed all aspects of ACID 3 also. Okay, so security wise, Google Chrome uh, periodically retrieves updates of two blacklists, one of the phishing and one of the malware, and warns the users when they attempt to visit a site flagged as potentially harmful. So it automatically warns the busy people if they are if they access some sites which are marked as harmful. So it will collect the data from the blacklist or the phishing and malware blacklist, and it is going to update and it is going to check automatically. Okay, check automatically in that list, and when we try to access any harmful website, so it is going to alert us, and also uses the process allocation model to sandbox tabs. So as I earlier told you, sandbox is the area where it can be tested separately. So such type of testing is also done, and it has a password management also. Okay, uh, that's it. You can clearly browse and you can write the necessary things regarding the browser. So overall, so what is our discussion about this is what I am supposed to discuss now is about here is mm, we actually use these browsers actually in general we use these browsers actually to access the web applications. Okay, and the browsers are necessary. Different kinds of browsers are available for us, and as per requirement you are going to access the applications. Okay, so next class we will discuss about the cloud storage. So what are the basics of those cloud storage? Okay, how the storage of services available for us, what are the providers which are there, okay, what are the security concerns when we are using the storage, and these are all things we will be discussing. The various cloud providers, storage providers are there, Amazon S3. Okay, uh, then we have Nirvanix, another cloud provider. We have the Google big stable big sorry big table data store. Okay, mobile me, etc. All about these things we will discuss in the coming. Okay, thank you.